Hello, Palace Angels. Okay, so this video I'm probably going to delete in a few days. I just wanted to make it for my regular subscribers, which is why I didn't name it something scary like robbed in Paris at gunpoint or something like that where I could have, because that's what happened this weekend. The reason I wanted to make a video is because this whole situation has affected my life so much this past week, and I'm always saying that whenever something bad happens, that there's light at the end of it, and I think that there's something to be learned from this story. So yeah, I'm gonna have dinner with you guys because I know you guys like that, and I'm gonna tell you guys what happened this weekend. If you're not a regular subscriber, then just don't watch this video because I'm not making it to scare anyone. I'm not making it to give any sort of, I don't know, reflection on Paris as a city, because I've lived here for 10 years and this is the first time something like this has happened to me, and I made a lot of mistakes in this, and I think that you guys can learn from my mistakes. So on the menu tonight is pizza restaurant, which is a frozen pizza, just because I've just had the craziest week, so I don't have the energy. I'm really trying to make 0 cuts in this video as well, so hopefully I don't fuck up anything. But yeah, I tried to film this a lot of times, but I got too emotional, but I feel sort of detached from it now. So basically, last Saturday, I was at my friend's birthday party, and I was having a really great time. I'm not really someone that goes out a lot. I really have to motivate myself to go out, but yeah, this person actually lives really close to me, and I decided to walk to the birthday party. To give you an idea of how far it would be far by an American standards. If you're used to using your car, it's not far by Parisian standards. So I walked to the birthday party, and I saw a lot of people that I knew there, and I was having a really great time. It was the end of fashion week, so there was just a really good energy in the air. And by the time I knew it, it was really late, and I decided to leave, and I tried to get an Uber, but I couldn't get one because the person lives a little bit outside of Paris. So I live in the 13th, and it's sort of on the divide of some suburbs. So the person lives in an artsy suburb where there's a lot of art studios and things like that. And yeah, I tried to get an Uber, but with the time of night it was, I couldn't get one. So despite my better judgment, I decided I was gonna walk back home. It was very, very late. But I kind of was it'll be fine. It's one of those things where I don't know about you guys, but for example, it's when you first learn how to ride a bike. At first it's scary, but then after a few months you're so comfortable on your bike that you start making mistakes. And I'd say that was the case in this scenario, that I've been living in Paris for 10 years and I walk home by myself all the time, that I think I just got too comfortable. And basically, as I'm walking home on I don't want to say what street it is, I feel like I don't want to give too much information about my whereabouts, but as I was walking home, I had my purse with me. I was in this little cute outfit, probably looking like a little lamb out to slaughter, because yeah, there was a lot of creepy guys in this area at this time of night, and this guy walked towards me and he pulled out a gun, didn't point it at me, but he had it like this, and he grabbed my purse and he pushed me to the ground, and inside my purse was my house keys, my bank card, and when he pushed me, it was so violent that I lost a shoe, and these are my huge Steve Madden boots, and they zip up on the side, so you can imagine how violent it was, and I had scrapes all on my knees, and I was really shocked when it happened. So I think I kind of dissociated a little bit, because it's funny, people keep asking me are you traumatized? But I think I don't know, I guess the good thing about being an air sign / water sign is I can dissociate probably pretty much from anything, and I was just more shocked than anything else, but I was crying because I just lost my keys, my bank card, and luckily I had my phone in my pocket, so I had a way to call someone. I don't know why the person didn't think to take my phone, because that would have just been the cherry on top, but yeah, I lost my shoes, so I kept walking. I didn't know what to do after that, so I'm bawling, and I'm walking down the road with one huge platform shoe and one sock. So I'm like walking like this. It was a sight to be seen, I'm sure. It was giving like Alicia Silverstone in Clueless when she gets like held at gunpoint and she's like, "Don't take my shoes." And I'm able to talk about it now with a bit of disconnect because it's been, like, I've told a lot of people close to me, and I feel like it's been like a week. So I'm like, this is only, I'm not making a video where I'm crying. You know, I can't do that. I just can't do it. But yeah, at that point, I'm walking, like it just happened, and this lady, this angel, stopped her car, and she was like, "Do you need help? Like, what's going on?" And she told me to get in her car, which probably, I think if I was in any other situation, I wouldn't have done, because I'm from Florida, which is one of the biggest human trafficking places in the world, and so getting in a car with a stranger is a really dumb idea. But at that point, I was just like so in shock of what just happened, and so I got in the car with her, and she was so kind to me. We contacted my boyfriend. I know, I have a boyfriend now. I wasn't planning on revealing it in like any sort of video, but I feel like it's key to the story. So I have a boyfriend now, and she contacted my boyfriend, and she drove me like 40 minutes to where he lives, which is in the suburbs. And yeah, like he was so amazing about this, because to be honest, like we haven't been together that long, but this person was so solidly there for me. Like I woke up in the morning, he had got me new shoes because my old ones I didn't have anymore. He took me to the police station, and then by that point I had gotten some alerts from my bank that the person that stole my bank card had used my card a ton of times. And I'm curious, so I'm like, well, where did this person go? Like, what the fuck does this person, like, what are they doing with my bank card? The motherfucker went to Claire's, which I don't know why, like, in the moment, like, I was beside myself, but from shock. I think I'm still in shock, but when that happened, like, finding out that the guy went to Claire's, I'm like, don't insult me. Like, go to Tiffany's, like, if you have my card or something. I don't know. But he used my bank card a ton of times. He tried to do, like, a wire transfer. But yeah, I canceled my card. Then I found out that the person was trying to get into my my phone provider to find out where my address was, and they were able to do that. So they had my keys and they knew where my address was. So I had to go to the police station. To be honest, the police were kind of like dicks to me because, yeah, I don't know why. At first they were dicks to me, and I ended up crying at the police station because I was already traumatized. I don't like going to the police. I've had really bad experiences with the police, especially in France. But yeah, went to the police station, and then I had to go to my home. And I'm telling you, I was so fucking nervous that this person had broken into my home, because literally, like, my home, you guys have watched me over the past years, like, was my dream, is to have my own place in Paris. And I was just thinking, like, this person has broken into my home, taken my stuff. Like, I'm thinking the worst because I thought that they had my address. So we get to my apartment, and I'm like hyperventilating because I'm like, I just have a feeling this person broke into my house. And my boyfriend goes upstairs and checks, and he comes downstairs and he's like, I don't think that they did. So we called the locksmith. The locksmith came and started breaking in. And the locksmith on their website said it was going to be like 100 euros. When the locksmith was here, after they broke the door, they're like, that's going to be 1,500 euros to break the door and get a new lock on your door. And of course me, like, I just got my bank card stolen, so I have no money. So my new boyfriend, who I've been dating for like 2 weeks, like, fronts the money for me, like, so sweet, like, didn't even think twice about it. Of course I'm gonna pay him back, but like, just to show you like what a kind person this person is, just like. So I got into my apartment, and they didn't break in, thank God. Had to get the locks changed, but I'm also like worried because I think they got into my phone. My phone is attached to my YouTube account, all my accounts, and you know, on top of this, like, the reason I really wanted to make this video is because of this story of not having my bank card anymore, of like having all these issues. Like, it affected my business too, because like I really take seriously like deadlines and things like that. And for example, like I had my new prints come in and I couldn't send them because even though they're ready to be sent, I can't go to the post office. Like there's just so many things that it affected. And yeah, so I was in a bit of a state of shock, but again, like I think that the reason I wanted to talk about all of this is because I always talk about on my channel how there is no darkness without light, and things are always happening to us for a reason. And that doesn't mean that we deserve bad things to happen to us, but at the same time, I think that I'm somebody that in life, there's not a lot of times where I need someone's help. And I'm pretty much like made my life so that I don't need other people. But in this circumstance, I really was in a position where I needed people to show up for me. And the amount of love that I received outweighed the trauma by like 200%. And had I not had these bad things happen, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to allow people to show up for me. For example, like this new boyfriend, like I wouldn't have known what like a steady, amazing person he is if it had not been for this bad situation, which brought us closer together. So I'm really grateful for that. And I had to go down to the police station again yesterday. I'm just trying to put this behind me, but like honestly, it feels like it's never ending because of the paperwork. Insurance. The insurance doesn't cover the door because they only cover it if someone had broken in. But at the end of the day, I know I'm going to be okay. That's mental posture. That's mental strength. This is what I've prepared for. You know, I've prepared for moments when shit's going to hit the fan, because how you react in moments of adversity is a testament of where you are spiritually. And you should have seen me the first few days. I was a fucking wreck. But at the same time, I kept reminding myself, I only attract abundance, I only attract good things, and if this is happening, it's to make me a stronger, better individual. So I had to go down to the police station again yesterday. And we went down there, the person told me at the police station, this is a new police officer because it got sent to like a special unit for people who are victims of violence, because it was a violent thievery. And basically, they found the person. And I don't think I can go into too much detail after that because I don't want us to like compromise the case or whatever. They found the person. There's like video surveillance of them like going with my bank card to different places. And there's like another part of the story which is pretty disgusting, but I'm not going to share it on here because I'll share it probably like on my Patreon podcast. But there's like a lot of shocking things about this. But like I said, I'm so grateful that they found the person. It really gave me faith in the French police system in the end, because they have in Paris video cameras everywhere. And yeah, like I said, like every time you go through something that is difficult, you have the opportunity to become a stronger person. You have the opportunity to allow people to help you. And that is something that's very difficult for me to do, is to allow people to help me and be in my life. And what I really realized from this situation is that life is beautiful even at its worst, because there's always going to be something to complain about. There's always going to be some sort of bad thing. Like I'm very grateful. Like I remember the day after this happened, I woke up and I said like thank you to this guy. I was like, thank you that, for example, I didn't get like sexually assaulted, because that could have happened. I said thank you that I had people who showed up for me, especially that lady who stopped to help me. Like, thank you for all of these things, because there's always going to be something bad that happens in our life. If it's not this, it's a loss. If it's not this, there's always going to be something that's a part of life. But what is beautiful is that we as people get to, when there are dark things that happen, it makes the light even more lighter. And I think that is the beauty of contrast and tension in a life. And I'm grateful that I sort of dissociated, and that I don't really have any like when it first happened, I was very emotionally like so distraught. But like I said, I felt I had so much love around me, and like so much like this is gonna be okay, like don't worry. That outweighed the negative parts. And now I just wanted to make this video to explain to you guys, if you made like print orders, why they're late, because I just got my new bank card. I'm trying to order a new SIM card right now, but so that's why your orders are late. This sounds so silly, but like, I know that that's kind of crazy, like through everything to be worried about that, but I just wanted you guys to know like why, for example, things might be a little bit late. I'm going to be sending them out this week. And I also wanted to share this kind of personal story in the sense of like this is something that I'm grateful happened, because it is making me a stronger person. And who am I if I can't practice the things that I preach on my YouTube channel? I'm always talking about positivity. I'm always talking about, you know, how to be attracting good things. But this, sometimes good luck comes disguised as bad luck. You know, at the end of the day, I'm still here. I have my health. My apartment was not broken into. I'm doing fine. It really sucks for the 1,500 euros that I had to pay for the new lock. And at first I kind of thought I was getting fucked over, because I was like, that's a lot of money for a lock, but these Parisian doors are kind of crazy. But what I've decided to do to sort of make up the money, because we are people that, I mean, at least I'm someone that I'm like, I'm not going to take the L. Like, I'm going to see how I can turn this into a positive experience. What I'm gonna do to try and make back the money that I lost is I'm going to do like a really big sale on my art shop. So for example, if you ever wanted to get a print from me, I'm going to make my prints for like the whole rest of the month like half off, which is a really good deal because they're usually like 20. I'm making them for 10. So don't feel obligated, but if you did ever want to get a print from me, this would be the moment to do so, because I really want to make back that loss. I mean, like I said, it could be worse. But yeah, I just wanted to offer that in case you guys wanted to support me during this time. But I'm also fucking grateful for my personality, my sense of humor. Like I'm like as a Pisces moon, this is crazy to be this steady right now. It just made me really realize that like life is beautiful even at its worst. And it's all about perspective. It's the way that we see the world. And something scary that happens to us, it doesn't have to put a stain on our lives. And I think that's the hard thing sometimes that we go through, is that we go through things and we let our outside circumstances dictate the way that we feel inside. But I know that I'm the master of my own emotions, and that my feelings dictate my thoughts, and my thoughts dictate my reality. So my number one job is to, if I have to go down to the police station, I'm gonna make that shit fun. If I have to lose like this money, I'm gonna find a way to offer something to people that maybe would, you know, make them want to support me. If I have to lose my favorite Steve Madden boots because I got robbed, then at least I got really cute new shoes. I want to show them to you because he has really good taste. Like, look at these shoes he got me. Even my size and everything. And like I said, I would never have known that this person is such a solid person, probably because I wouldn't have, because I'm an avoidant, so I probably would have fucked off before then. But I think that yeah, like I said, I think that there's always space to ask ourselves, why is this happening? And to empower yourself to not be a victim in any circumstance. Like, excuse me, I'm not sure, maybe I was a little lamb walking home from a party and I shouldn't have done that. Should a girl have to be worried about walking home by herself? No. Did it happen? Yes. But I think that at the end of the day, I'm still that bitch. If you would have told me a week ago that I'd be making this video eating pizza and being like, I'm still that bitch, I'd be like, what? Crazy? Anyway, this is a traumatic story, and I'm sorry if it triggered anyone in any way. But I wanted to share it. It's going to be deleted in a few days because I don't want this to be associated to who I am. I don't want to be the bitch that got robbed in Paris. Especially because I know better than to walk home alone like that, but I don't know. It was a stupid judgment. Don't want to be the girl that robbed in Paris, which is why I'm not titling this video Robbed in Paris. I could have. I gotten a lot of views, but I don't want to catch any strays out here that are just like interested in the drama. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes like I'll post a video and it has like a crazy title, then people watch, and I'm like kind of grossed out by that. I'm like, you don't belong here. You're not a part of the palace. Anyway, I just wanted to make this video. Whatever you're going through in life, remember, you are a powerful woman or man, and you get to be the master of your life. You're not a victim of your circumstances. Bad things will happen to good people, but there's always an opportunity to see the light. There's always an opportunity to turn that into something beautiful, and to remember that the good, without the bad, the good isn't so great. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think I wrote this in a poem the other day, but it's like, without those moments of you feeling lonely at school, you wouldn't appreciate when you really meet someone that makes you feel so seen as like your best friend. Without those moments of feeling lonely, you know, like just like on your own, you wouldn't appreciate those moments when someone really did fucking show up for you. Without meeting a bad cop, you wouldn't appreciate the moments when you met a good cop. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, like I said, I will be deleting this in a few days, but I wanted to make it for my regular subscribers, people who actually support me and not the strays. And I just think so many strays. And yeah, if you guys do want to get a print from me during the sale, I'll link it down below. And then this video is getting erased and we're going to be back to normal programming because, like I said, I'm not a victim of the things that happened to me. I'm still that bitch. I'm still creating and destroying. It's so funny as well, like not only did it push back like my art business, but also I had a song coming out this week and like I was making all these visuals for it. And it's funny because the song I made in reaction to when an Airbnb host I had was actually like disgusting and was sending me all these messages about how I was better looking without makeup and was like really creepy. And so I made a song about like how I've never met a man that is stronger than me. And I just think that that's like such a fitting song for this happening. So it's still coming out this week. I'll probably talk about it like in the next video. You can pre-save it down below. It sounds weird to like be like pre-save my song in like a video like this, but it's not because bad things happen that our projects go on pause. Like the pause doesn't sleep, you know what I'm saying? Oh my god. Yeah, like I said, I'm really grateful for the love that has surrounded me during this time, and I think it's like a very common thing that girls have to go through. Like, it's not the first time. Yeah, it's the first time I was robbed at gunpoint, like violently like that, but it's not the first time that I was followed home. Like, I remember one time in Paris, I was at a picnic, a Halloween picnic, and a guy followed me home and came into my apartment building and tried to corner me, and I scared him away because I was dressed up as a witch, and I scared the shit out of him. So I think it's something that girls have to go through, and I guess like as well, just a reminder that it doesn't matter like where you live and how safe you think it is. It only takes one bad person. And also like even this I have a hard time with because yes, so fucked up the person robbed me, but I also don't think that anyone grows up wanting to be a criminal, so I'm sure that that person has their own fucked up circumstances. And so I don't send hate to anyone. It's just I wanted to share this story in case it could empower you to see someone go through a difficult time and sort of that trajectory of remembering that that is life. Like that is what happens, but we get to be the master of our own feelings, of our own destiny, and it's gonna take a lot more to bring me down. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna end the video here. So I don't want this to like ruin your mood or anything. No, it's not gonna ruin our mood. Every day I've been waking up this week and I've been saying, it's my birthday, I can't believe it's my birthday. I love doing that. And I say like, oh my god, today's gonna be so good. Oh my god, thank you. And it works. So, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, video will be deleted in a few days. But I just wanted to share what was going on in case you guys were worried, because I did share that like I had been going through a few things. So that's what happened. I love you. I will see you guys very soon. And enjoy my pizza. I will see you next time at the Purple Palace.